across and down. Got it.
Ooh, wow.
Well, that was a big pop.
That was like a double.
Yeah. That was a big
That was loud.
Ooh, that
yeah.
was the big one.
Ooh, yeah.
So that was the big one. Let her move around. That might be it today. Harley back. Everybody wave through your phones or your TV or wherever you're projecting this through your laptops to Harley right now. Harley is 17 years old. And we've done this before, but I really want to encourage people to figure it out in dog years because there's a lot of formulas. Like if you take 17 times 7, what year was that? Like 130 something years?
You said it'd be 138?
Like 138. Yeah. And see, I just want people to know this, and let's argue this out in the comment section, or let's not argue, but let's debate it out. How many humans do you know that are 138 years old? I heard someone recently died like last month at 122 years. I forgot where she was in the world, but I don't know anybody at 138 years unless they're a vampire or they're from biblical times where people live to like 400 years or something in the Bible. So maybe you are like from biblical times, and maybe you're not even 138, but maybe you're 411 years old in biblical years. Or vampires live a long time, as the fictional lore goes. But anyway, we do know that she's 17 years this time around, and people can tell us how many years that is. And there's different formulas, so put your answer in the comment section. The reason I have her sideways is she hasn't been adjusted in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks,
8 weeks maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's time though, right?
Oh, it's time because you can see her back legs are coming back under her again.
Yeah.
So that's something that you often correct with us.
Yeah, and in horses we call that camped under, where the legs are underneath too much. And let's see if we can take a look. We're going to put her on all fours. I just love Harley. And when you look into her little face, and you can see the legs.
There it is.
This is Brian, the dad, and Lauren is actually filming for us today. And Lauren's the mom, and it's just weak, losing, and then she just sinks.
She's losing.
And then what did you notice after the 2 adjustments?
After the 2 adjustments, she's wonderful. She's able to stand up and eat out of her bowl
without collapsing.
Yeah.
Or sinking. She just sinks.
Yeah, the sinking is almost eliminated. But it's been a little while, and
Lauren, see if you can get the back end too, right there. So she's giving it to you, and you can see how the feet are very narrow.
And she staggers her feet now for balance and to try to offer additional support in the back.
And she just shook it out
and
a little bit, and then she sinks.
When she's tired.
And we call that sinking, as opposed to she doesn't full out just slam her belly collapsing. And let's bring her back over here. Tell us a little bit. Another interesting thing was, nobody knows for sure, but your best research showed you what type of breed.
Oh yes, I had a coworker with a very, very similar dog. We got from the same place, and the majority of the DNA test came back as a CATAHOULA leopard dog. I had to look that one up, but when I did, the pictures, it makes sense.
Spell CATAHOULA.
It was CATAHOULA, CATAHOULA leopard dog. Look it up. Interesting breed. They can jump really high. And Harley, in her younger days, did jump up onto our countertop in our kitchen, and we will never forget that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, and I'll, if I can, I'll probably put a picture on the screen, so you're seeing a picture of that hopefully right now. And let's start to work a little bit. May I do a 3rd session with you, Harley? Let me look at your little face. If you can, move in really close to Harley's face, just for a second. Okay, that's Harley's face. How cute is Harley? Harley is so sweet. I just love this dog.
Say hi to everybody.
Say hi, Harley.
Hi.
Can you look at everybody?
She's like, I'm happy to be here, Dr. Dog.
All right. So Harley, look at me for a second. Can I work on you today?
Dr. Doug wants to talk to you.
Hi, Harley. I blew on Harley's lips. Hi, Harley. Can I work with you today? Would that be all right? I'd like the permission to work on you. I like to ask. You have to be very respectful to humans and animals, and then is it okay if I work with Harley today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's why we drive in to see you.
All right.
You got the magic touch.
We had the big rainstorm last night here, and a lot of flooding. So I'm up here on the Atlas, and let's just take Harley's face up a little bit, and you can help me too. Oh, you got it. A little stiff. I'm not making fun of you. And going down is tough too, right? Here, you help guide her down now.
Harley, come all the way down.
There, we do get it to move.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just checking extension and flexion. And as a dog or human gets older, we get some arthritis typically. Maybe you know some people that are an exception, or dogs, but mostly the joints get arthritic. And remember, just like my hair is gray and falling out like crazy, the insides of our body also age. So we age on the exterior, and we also age on the interior. In interior, we lose a lot of elasticity. Our ligaments lose their elasticity, and the joints start to get a little calcified and arthritic and little changes, so that the joints don't glide as well. The discs, which is padding in between, lose some of their water content and cushion. They don't imbibe the fluid. Imbibe means to drink. They don't pull in fluid, and they get more like a communion wafer than a bouncy little cushion that it needs to be. And that happens to all of us. And that's also why people lose height. So if you have a grandparent that used to be tall and then they lose a few inches during their height, mostly that's the disc height that they lost. So if I took out in a human 24 bones in the vertebral, the spinal column of a human, 7 neck bones, 12 thoracic, and 5 lumbars, and just the bones and stack them up, and then just the discs in between them and stack them up, if the discs lost 30 to 40% of their hydration content, the discs would drop down about 2 inches. Then if you put them back in between every bone, that 24 segment column between bones and discs in the human spine, by the time you're 75 or 80, might be 2 inches shorter. And that's how your grandparents lost weight. And quadrupeds, they get that quite a bit too as they get older. And we're bipedal, they're quadrupedal. So I'm up here, and now I'm gonna do an adjustment on superior atlas on the left. And I'm gonna just pull this down and pull. Got it. Was that okay? You wanna feel that for a second? And follow her. Come on back. Come on back.
Come on, little lady. Come on, little lady.
Come back. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do a little more. All right. Turn around again. Now that was just for the atlas spacing between the atlas and the occiput. And now I do want to see which way I think she's. It seems like her head is a little worse coming up. So I want to, that's an bilateral inferior atlas, where the atlas just tilts down a little bit. But to do this, you have to hold her muzzle a little bit and stabilize it. So you're gonna come over the top, and so that way her head doesn't just nod when I do it. So you're holding it straight, or wherever you can, and I'm gonna flip it back. Ready? Got it.
Yeah, ooh, she moved around like that, yeah.
And that will help her have better flexion and extension. And let's let her integrate that for a second, because we didn't do that on the first 2 videos. But that'll help her with bringing her head down into a dog bowl or a water bowl and bringing it back up again. Was that okay?
It's good.
And that one was a little shocking, but it's going to help her
it's
with
like,
range of motion.
It's like when you adjust humans with their neck. They're like, oh, you see their reaction.
There's a knot here, so feel this one, okay? And that's what I'm going to just hold. So that one I'm not going to adjust, I don't think. I'm just going to massage that. How does that feel if I massage that? Okay, I'm on that one. I'm just going to hold that spot, and let's take a big breath now, everybody. Brian, did you breathe? Okay, one more time. And watch your little blinking. One more time. Big breath in. And
Feeling better?
And that's a good response. A yawn, a shake, and she's just downshifting a little bit. So we like to see that. And here, you can feel that knot's gone already. So that one I don't need to adjust. It just smooths out.
Yep.
So I'm going to come down through the withers, T3 through T8, and there's a little something here, T4. Well, you heard that little click, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Here's a little bit here, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do this one first. Okay. Here's one on the left. So it's the vertebra just tilted a little bit to the side. So we got to come across and down. Got it.
Ooh, wow.
Well, that was a big pop.
That was like a double.
Yeah. That was a big
That
pop.
was loud.
Now it's centered, so it's beautiful. Can I get a few more with you, Harley?
Yeah.
There's a couple left.
The spine really projects here.
Yeah.
I really feel it.
And part of that is from muscle wasting. You know, she's lost a lot of muscle as she got older. And, you know, we see that.
Ooh,
that
yeah.
was the big one.
Ooh, yeah.
So that was the big one.
Yeah.
So that was
heard
that was the
That was
pinch
loud.
nerve. That was a pinch nerve.
Yeah.
So
Thank
let
you.
her move around. That might be it today.
That rear one affects the what you
Yeah,
said when
and
the
that-
feet come under.
Yeah, that's the one that affects that.
Yeah, that was a big move.
And that was the lumbars.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And it
of
was
movement.
right at where the lumbar meets the sacrum.
You can walk around.
So let's have her walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi, babe. She might shake it out if we let her walk around. But she just jumped over me. So,
Yeah. Feeling good now? Let's see. Can you move yourself up there? Good. Walking well.
her back end looks a little wider, and it's squared up right now.
Yeah.
And she's zipping around.
Yeah. Look at that.
She looks a little energized. Look at the back end again. Keep coming.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Yeah. I mean, when she first came in here, she couldn't hold herself up. She kept
That's
falling
the
back.
one. Look at that. She's squared up.
Yeah.
That's
Excellent.
what we needed. Look at that. Perfect. Well, you know, it's for her, perfect right now. If anything, her legs are back behind her.
Yeah. If Harley could talk, she would say, "Oh my gosh," just like your human patients. Their reaction, right? I watch the videos and your human patients are like, "Oh my gosh, am I alive? Yeah, wow, that feels great, Dr. Doug." You know, if Harley could speak, I think she'd be saying the same thing right now. Like, "Oh my gosh, my lumbar is fixed."
So now she's looking in the mirror to see
Yeah,
what
she
how
loves the
cute
mirror.
she is. Dad, Brian is Harley's dad. Got to just keep the whole family tuned up.
Thank you.
And we're going to just adjust him here. So come in really close for a close-up. Nice. Perfect. We're just doing a quick little one.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
So this is a little freebie. He's not even on my schedule today, just Harley was. But I can't not
Appreciate it.
help out the family. Here, turn this way. And I'm just doing some just light stuff. We've been doing this every time too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Harley has to pay for everyone. You know, Harley comes in. Harley's the big spender. And here, look down there. You'll see Harley still walking around. Harley still hasn't sat down.
Still hasn't sat down. It's been about 10 or 15 minutes now.
Yeah. Before, Harley would just like, and just sink. Let's try. Yeah.
There you
Oh, I got it a
go.
little bit.
Yep.
All right, how about Lauren? Do you want to go? All right, so hand the camera to Brian. Harley, what are you doing? Why are you walking around so much? All right, Lauren, time to. All right. Whew. Nice. Crispy ones, right?
Yeah.
Scoot down towards me. Oh gosh, that was a lot. Good. Lie on your side this way. And pull this knee up. Perfect. Come to the other side. That's it. That one didn't go, but we got some good stuff.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? It's Harley.
All right.
All right.
Pretty good.
Harley, say goodbye to everyone. Let's wrap it up. And let's come close, close, close as we say goodbye. And Brian, you can jump down into the frame. All right, let's put your head over here, Brian. We're going to make a Harley sandwich. Bye, everyone. Please leave a comment.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Look at that love. All
Thanks,
love.
Harley. I get a little kiss.
Lots of love.
That's why. Ah.
That's her thank you.
Can you tell that part about the,
At this point, Harley's been walking around for almost 5 minutes or 7 minutes on her own, and she hasn't sunk backwards at all. When she first came in here, she could barely hold herself up in the rear for more than 20 or 30 seconds. So this has been an amazing improvement very quickly.
we're going to make a Harley sandwich. Bye, everyone. Please leave a comment.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Look at that love. All
Thanks,
love.